Hey guys, welcome back to Living 757. Now, before the break, we talked about the safeties of buckling up, but negligence while driving along the highways this summer can put you on the wrong side of the law. Lucky for us, we have returning back Attorney at Law Katey Green from Huffman Huffman to give us some tips while we're on the road traveling. So welcome back. Katey, how you doing?
Guys, great. So great to be back.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen you since the Thanksgiving episode.
I know there's no food for me today, but it's all right.
Yeah, well, you know what? There's a little bit of trouble, so I'm a little worried because Patricia's in my truck, and some of these tips may keep her from putting it in reverse.
Don't be worried. Look, I'm already have my seatbelt on. Yes,
all right, well, at least you got your seatbelt on.
See?
So, you know, like I consider Patricia family. What are some of the tips that we should, have regarding family traveling with us during the summertime?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're right at that time where everybody's traveling, whether it's for vacation, some people are going on work trips. A few tips you want to keep in mind before a long road trip.
Okay.
You're always going to want to check your fluids, make sure everything looks good, top off fluids if you need it. That's going to be the windshield wiper fluids. Check your oil, make sure everything looks good. Check that tire tread, especially if you're going long distances.
Yeah.
If it looks bald, you need new tires. I know they're expensive, but.
Oh, yeah, extremely expensive. Now, and the tires could prevent you from, it's not wintertime, it's summertime, but the dry road and the hot road, they can really break down that tire tread as well.
Absolutely.
So it can help you with the safe stopping distance too.
Yeah, and another good tip too is just make sure you have a first aid kit packed in your vehicle. That's going to come in handy, especially if you've got kids, because as mine would say, boo-boos happen all the time, even in the car.
I like the way she say boo-boo happen all the time. By the way, Quincy, do you remember the Huffman and Huffman, they gave us safety kit?
Yes.
Do you have yours? Do you do your homework? Do you bring it
No,
with you
I don't
every
even
time?
Quincy,
No, I don't think. No. Okay, so I forgot to put it from another car to another car. Is that a?
Oh.
Well, we'll get you another one. It's fine. You can be forgiven for this.
It
this time.
worked.
It works.
Yes.
You want another one?
Yeah, I get a free one. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. No, but I do know that the safety kits are good to have in your cars, obviously, for when you do break down. Is that correct?
Absolutely. And the most important thing is Huffman and Huffman's telephone number and Katey Green's business cards.
Now, you just mentioned boo-boos and kids. So what other safety tips can you provide when we travel with children?
Yes, absolutely. So as you guys know, I have two kids of my own. They're both very young. And so there's a tendency to kind of recycle or pass down car seats. You want to make sure if you're doing that the car seat is not expired, that the child is the correct weight limit, height requirements, things like that. And if you have any questions, you can contact your local fire department. They're great about that. They've got a lot of special training in it, especially in installing the car seats.
Well, I know Quincy and Ashley, they still have young kids. I'm not, so when I travel sometimes, I know it's bad, but I like to check my makeup. I know Quincy don't mind that I'm playing with his car today. Quincy,
you know what? I know you're in park, but you're really being distracted. But I do have to ask you this. When it comes to being distracted, one of the biggest distractions is if you have an accident or if you need to pull over on the side of the road for an emergency. What are some of the right things to do if we have to pull on the side of a highway to prevent from getting hit?
Yes, so if you ever find yourself in the unfortunate situation where you have to pull over, you can't make it to an exit, you're absolutely going to want to pull over, first of all, as far to the side as you can, because people are struck pretty regularly on the side of the road. But also you're going to want to turn those tire wheels away from traffic, whichever way that may be.
Traffic is this way, Patricia. See, you were scared. We
So-
turn the
no,
wheels
them
that
this way.
way.
Oh, that
There we
way.
go.
Right into the traffic.
Well, how about if I'm coming this way?
Yes. Depending on which side you pull over, it makes a difference.
Okay, got you. And what that does is what now, specifically, if the tire is turned that way and traffic is flowing this way?
Exactly. So if you're struck by another vehicle who's distracted or what have you, that's going to push your vehicle in the way that the tires are turned.
Got you. Okay,
So
perfect.
I know,
So,
this is your
she already knows how to use
There we
the
go.
use the windshield wipers.
I need to touch your car.
Thank you so much. Quit touching the car, Patricia. Now, lastly, what are some of the best tips that you can say to help get other people in your car to follow along? Like, you got to be real specific with certain people, right?
Yes, absolutely. The biggest thing is try not to stay distracted, especially if you have kids or passengers that may be backseat drivers and things like that.
Ooh.
Distracted driving and drowsy driving is as bad as drunk driving. It can be anyways.
Okay.
So just make sure that you're being safe and being cautious. Think
Yeah.
about others around you.
And it's very important to be safe, especially now during the summer season that everyone's just travel around, seeing family and friends. But thank you so much for stopping by today at Living 757. We love to have you guys and also all the tips that you provide for us and our families.
Of
Yep.
course,
Yes.
thank you guys so much.
Yes, and guys, if you ever are involved in an accident, please call Huffman and Huffman. We are so thankful that they set up us today with amazing safety tips.